Hi. So I thought it would be fun to do a Zardoz style video, and I can actually play this. If I had an internet connection, I could play this for you. Just give me a minute. The point of this video has little to do with Zardoz. It's the subject is this issue of cold reading and using technology to develop cold reading. And the thinking is that Quadradius does this almost entirely by accident. This is an online game. It's played over the internet. And the question is, how do we understand that this game is able to develop mentalist phenomena, which is usually mistaken for psychic phenomena? And this is Ghostbusters style precognition, and it might also be called divination. The point of departure is asking if this game Quadradius could be turned into a physical manufactured game like Monopoly. The cold reading aspect of Quadradius is prediction of powers that are gained as a result of moving a piece onto a square that contains an orb. And the orbs confer powers, but the power an orb confers is not known until a player puts a piece on that space that contained the orb. And it is only known to the player whose piece moved to that square. Because the powers have an influence on the outcome of the game, there is an incentive to predict the power that was acquired and moreover to do so on the basis of the timing of moves, because this timing information is retained by the Quadradius server. This is a really funny case where the experience of a game is influenced to a great degree by the responsiveness on the system on which it's played. Current times, late 2018, there are very few players on the Quadradius server on Classic. This means there's very low load, so there's an expectation that the server is transmitting the genuine timings of moves to both players. And that means that the delay between moving a piece to a space with an orb and learning the power of the orb can be read by the other player. As to say, as soon as you learn the power that was acquired as a result of moving a piece to a space that contains an orb, that delay spent looking at the power, learning the power, and then planning the next move reevaluating the position of the pieces and the powers the pieces have. First of all, I want to say that in general, scientific explanations of witchcraft are considered not science. That is to say, science should be able to explain everything that isn't witchcraft. And there's no explanation that science has any ability to penetrate witchcraft in any way. I guess I'm just having a little bit of fun. Right now my glasses look like a Disney character. I believe the nose pads on my glasses stand for the eyes of the character, the irises. Anyway, the point is, there is no point. The point is that it's unclear how Quadradius develops what might be mistaken for psychic phenomena. And the thinking is that Quadradius does this. It is scientific, because mentalist phenomena is a subject of science. It's Ghostbusters style psychic testing. And I think the question is, first of all, did the designer intend for this to happen, or is it an accident? I think it is possible and arguably probable that the game Quadradius was not designed with the intent to develop mentalist phenomena. And so the question is, how does Quadradius do this? And the thinking is that some people, well, actually, most people, when they're playing Quadradius, want to know the powers of the other player's pieces, because this gives you an advantage in planning your own moves in the game. However, the thinking is most people don't understand how powerful this is, and that it actually gives you an incentive to question the powers of your opponent's pieces while you're playing, and to actually keep you aware of the way your opponent moves, so that you can attempt to associate the way your opponent moves with the powers of your opponent's pieces as they are revealed later in the game.